G'day, Kevin Hillier and Steve Thom here with a preview of round 10, glove boy, of the...
Been wearing them for years, Kevin. I've
I
been
know.
wearing these for years. Well before Luke Darcy wore them on Channel 7. I've been wearing these, honestly, for years.
Hang on. They're the same ones too. Anyway, if my eyes aren't watering, let's get on with the preview of Division 3. Wyndham Suns have the bye, so they won't be playing. Parkside and Braybrook should be a good win here for Parkside.
Yeah, great rivalry in it over the many, many years. Two of the original traditional clubs, but at the moment, this 2016 Parkside are up and about in Division 3, and Braybrook is struggling a little bit, so Parkside.
This is a blockbuster. Newport Power at home take on Tarneet. Two sides on top of the ladder, even on points, separated by percentage. We've said Newport Power won't lose a game at home for the rest of the season. I think they're going to get home here.
I think they'll get home, Newport. It'd be a tough game. They've only got a few more games at home, as we mentioned. This one and I think two more for the rest of the season at home. So they've got to make sure they win them, and it's another big test for Tarneet now to see where they're at. They're going to be one of the top sides, but Newport to get home in a small margin. I reckon it's going to be a great game of football.
Yeah, it should be a beauty. Sanctuary Lakes are at home to Laverton, who haven't won a game yet.
No, Sanctuary Lakes pretty comfortably sitting in fourth at the moment, and I think they'll continue with this little bit of a winning role that they've got.
And the Roadrunners, North Sunshine, take on Sunny Heights.
Yeah, it could be an interesting game. Sunny Heights have to be at their best. They don't travel well away, and North Sunshine will be up and about. They've won the first two games of the season, haven't won one since. So they'll want to make sure that they start this second part of the season off with a win. And I'm going to go with North Sunshine with a bit of an upset, to be honest.
Yep, the Roadrunners. Now let's move to Division 2, and North Footscray will take on Auburn Vale. They're going very nicely, North Footscray.
Yeah, North Footscray to win this game comfortably, and Auburn Vale just have to make sure that they're super competitive to have a look if they are a chance, which they are, of possibly playing finals football later on in the year.
Now, Radio Game will head to Kookaburra Avenue for Glen Orden and Caroline Springs. Glen Orden, this one they've got to win if they're going to be there at the end of the year.
Well, I just spoke about Auburn Vale. If Glen Orden are going to play finals football, they need to pinch a big scalp, and this would be a fantastic one for them against Caroline Springs. But I think the strength of Caroline Springs and the even spread of good players that they've got will get Caroline Springs over the line. Now,
West Footscray have the bye, so that means that Yarraville Seton Eagles play Manor Lakes in the last game of Division 2.
Yeah, Yarraville Seton Eagles comfortably in that one, Kev.
All right, Division 1 games. Let's go to Deer Park and Sunshine. Disappointing Sunshine last week. Deer Park just starting to get their act together.
Deer Park, the season's just begun for them. The depth is there. As I spoke in the review last week, if they get the chemistry right, that's my only question mark, the chemistry and hunger, they're going to be very successful. But I think they'll win this game against Sunshine and win it convincingly.
Albion take on Wyndham Vale. Now, a couple of weeks back, that probably would have thought, that'll be a pretty easy win for Albion, but no.
Situation now, Albion, they've still got the ability to play finals football later in the year. If they drop this one, they could finish on the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is a huge crunch game for both. Wyndham Vale will be up and about. Their belief is outstanding at the moment. I'm going to go with Albion just to get over the line. I'm not convinced, but I'll go with Albion to get over the line.
Will be history-making for Wyndham Vale if they can do it. 2 wins in a row in Division 1. I think they might just be able to do it, Yep. Werribee Districts take on Altona. This is an interesting game with the 5 in mind.
I don't know where Werribee Districts are at the moment, Kev. We've seen them twice in the last month. They got over the line against St Albans a few weeks ago. They went down in a tough game against Spotswood last week, but I've spoke about not being able to withstand absorb pressure against them, and I stick by that at the moment. They dish out great pressure and they're good in that area, but they just seem to wilter just a little bit when opposition have got a bit of a run on or apply a bit of pressure, and they seem to play a little bit of catch-up football, Werribee District. So saying that, I reckon, I tell you...
It's at Werribee.
Yeah,
it's at Soldiers.
At home again. I might go with Altona. I'm going to go with Altona. I think they're up and about. Their belief at the moment in Altona, and their very good players are very, very good down in Altona. I spoke about Lenardi's Post, Robbins. I mentioned Pickard last week, an up-and-coming, young guy on the side. They're up and about, Altona. Their self-belief is good, and Werribee Districts might have a few injury clouds over a few of their key players, what we've seen last week. I reckon Altona will get up, Kev.
All right, don't disagree with you there. Would like to see Werribee paying more by instinct than by textbook. St Albans take on Hoppers Crossing. This will be, thank you. This will be an interesting one.
I should have said that. That sounded good. Bugger.
Hoppers Crossing sit on top of the ladder, going really well. St Albans, few question marks over them, but they're a team that's got some talent.
Yeah, a team that's got talent. St Albans that could possibly I could say this about everyone that could play finals football later on the year, but
Can't all make it.
no, they can't all make it. 5, that's a cut-off point. Hoppers Crossing, they're getting better and better.
Yeah.
And they're getting more and more confident and buying into the game plan that's been introduced to them 3 years ago now, and their self-belief and their young players, their young players are standing up big time. Turner the other week with 3 goals, and Ferrari we know is good. Benny Fletcher, the experienced Benny Fletcher back in that lineup. Geordie Mead, skipper. I like the sound of Hoppers Crossing at the moment and where they're going. So I think they'll win this, and I think they'll win it in a pretty big way.
All right, that's our preview of round 10 of the Western Region Footy League. Look forward to bringing you the radio game between Glenord and Caroline Springs. I look forward to taking those gloves to the laundry and get out and see some local footy.